Thank you. Senator Menendez. You want to go ahead?
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you to our witnesses. Mr. Chairman, for a couple of decades now, Iran has sought to extend its brand of governing through terror and intimidation throughout the region. And I know that champions of the JCPOA insisted that with a hold on Iran's nuclear program, that we would be able to expend our resources to combat these more conventional threats from Iran. And I was looking forward to doing that. But however, in the past 2 years since the agreement, we have seen Iran test us in a variety of ways. Even the production of heavy water in violation of the agreement is in of itself, the ability to produce that much heavy water is a precedent for a set of circumstances which gives them access to other developments of their program. Yes, once we bought it, now they transferred it in the second case, but the reality is that it's a violation of the agreement. But beyond that, in the more conventional way, their engagement in ballistic missile technology in violation of what was UN Security Council resolutions, their engagement on terrorism has not stopped. Their engagement in Iraq and Syria and Yemen are tremendously challenging in terms of our national interests as well as partners in the region. And so it just seems to me that I hope that in the next Congress, colleagues who have been reticent to deal with the non-nuclear issues of Iran will be willing to be engaged in that in a way that I think can be incredibly important to our national security. I think that the extension of the Iran Sanctions Act shows that despite all the much ballyhooing that Iran might walk away from the agreement if the sanctions were extended, it's not quite the contrary. I see them appealing to President-elect Trump not to walk away. So it's very interesting that notwithstanding all the blustering, that the reality is that sanctions have in fact not had them move away. Which then to what is it that we do as it relates to all of these actions. And so I'd like to get a sense with you, Mr. McGinnis, you mentioned the Counter-Iran Threats Act that Senator Quirk and I introduced in this Congress. What elements of that most particularly do you see as helpful towards this goal? And what can we do with our international partners to effectively enforce UN sanctions on conventional weapons and ballistic missiles? I'd like to hear from both of you on that.